I call on Ms. Rivas for her 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you for recognizing me. I consider myself a serious legislator who was elected to serve my constituents and represent my community, which I strive to do today and every day in Washington and in California's 29th. I would like to spend my time on H.R. 276, which I believe is an unserious bill. As you know, this bill would rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America for essentially all documents, maps, and records within the United States. Mr. Melito, I believe that witnesses brought before the committee are to be experts and serious about their role. Briefly, what is the point of H.R. 276? And do you think this is a serious bill?
The point is to change the name from Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and I think it does shine some important light on the Gulf of America from an energy production standpoint, because we are a critical energy artery for the country, and we haven't really been looking at that and understanding the full benefits that it provides to all Americans. It provides tremendous revenues and energy production and jobs and money for land and water conservation.
I want to reclaim my time. I mean, you're answering, but I don't hear the point. For the record, let's be honest with each other and the American people. At the end of the day, this is not changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico because the International Hydrographic Organization and all of the world will still call it the Gulf of Mexico. So I asked my colleagues, what's the point of H.R. 276? I'll tell you, there is no point to this bill. H.R. 276 is a joke. No, really. The origin of the idea has been referred to as a joke. Madam Chair, I'd like to enter a PBS News story from January 20th, 2025 into the record. According to this news story, it recapped the origin of this idea, and the premise is based on literal jokes. More specifically, in 2012, a member of the Mississippi legislature proposed a bill to rename portions of the Gulf as Gulf of America, a move that the bill author later referred to as a joke. 2 years earlier, comedian Stephen Colbert had joked on his show.
Excuse me, following it's without objection, so ordered.
Excuse me?
For the unanimous consent, is that right? Is that what you asked for, was unanimous consent to have that introduced?
Oh, yes. Yes,
okay,
please.
So ordered.
Thank you. 2 years earlier, comedian Stephen Colbert had joked on his show that following the massive Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, it should be renamed Gulf of America because we broke it, we bought it. Even the president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, joked that the United States be referred to as America Mexicana, its 7th century name. While Republicans bring up bills that are literal jokes, I do not see the humor. As Americans are struggling, as our children's public education is getting dismantled, as our nation's war secrets are being shared via text messages, as cost of living continues to rise, here Republicans are considering a bill that does nothing to address real issues of the American people. Here Republicans are making a joke out of this body and our jobs to serve. Thank you, and I yield back.